Hello and welcome to another episode of Those Two IM Guys with myself, James Kennedy, and my co-host, Tony Earp. Tony, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Okay, James, how are you today? You okay?
I'm amazing. As you can see, I'm looking very holidays in the holiday mode.
Yeah, I wonder what was going on with the shirt, to be honest with you.
We'll talk about that later.
James will explain later on, guys, what's going on with his shirt today. Obviously, our viewers will be able to take full advantage of that visual, and our listeners will explain and expand a bit on that later on for you. Okay.
Absolutely.
Right, James. After our last episode, or the episode we did on affiliate marketing, we got a few messages through asking about, what was PLR? Could we expand on that a little bit more? What exactly is it? What can be done with it, etc., etc. So I thought a good idea today would be to dedicate this episode to explaining exactly what PLR is and what you can do with it.
Amazing. It's a great concept, PLR. Saves so much time. And again, there is a cloak of mystery that wraps PLR. Sometimes even what the title is. So, Tony, looking forward to you explaining this.
If you, for the benefit of our viewers and listeners, if ever you become a member of a PLR site or looked around a PLR site, it can be quite confusing because there's different license options available. So I think what we'll do first, James, is explain those license options to people. Okay. So first up, we've got PLR, which stands for Private Label Rights, guys. So arguably, this is the best type of product license because it provides you with the most freedom, basically. The PLR license, it entitles you to own the entire product and the individual copyright. And you're allowed to modify the product any way you like. So you can do a minor overhaul or a major overhaul, whatever suits you best, yeah? And you can also sell it at a higher price or give it away for free. Was you aware of that, James?
Yeah, I was. But again, I mean, a lot of people think that the only thing you can do is you bring it in, you use their graphics and you change your name to by James Kennedy. And it's so not the case. So many people think that you can only do that. But usually when you get these products, they're not just, PDFs, obviously, but you usually get them in either a text format or a Word document as well, where you can literally go in and create it, read it, and then redo it in your own style of voice, so that it feels like it's your product. I like that. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I've got my own favorite PLR sites that I use, that I subscribe to. And, I use products from there. In my various marketing efforts. I'm sure you do the same. So I'm going to show you and discuss a few of those. I'm also, towards the end of this episode, guys, I'm going to give you 12 to 15 really good ideas of how you can use PLR in your business, okay?
That part I'm looking forward to, especially.
Hey, we're all learning something every day, James, aren't we? So
absolutely.
It's all good. So let me explain the other two license types, first of all, for the benefit of our viewers and listeners. So we've already covered PLR, which is private label rights. So the next is MRR, which is master resell rights. So with that license option, guys, you don't own the copyright, but you own the master rights. Now, this basically means that you're free to use or sell the product or sell the same rights to others. So you can sell that product as it is to other people, but you're restricted from altering or modifying the product from its original form. Again, James, were you aware of that?
I wasn't aware of that at all, to be honest. I was not aware of that.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the confusion with PLR, is that people think that there's just one PLR license and that's it.
See, when you say it, you can sell it. Does that mean you can sell it as a product? Or you sell it
basically with master resell. Sorry, James.
Or is it something where you can sell it where they can then resell it as well?
They can resell it as well. So they can, with master resell rights, they can buy the product and then they can resell that product in its entirety to anybody else they want to.
Right, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah. What they can't do is modify it, which is where the benefit of the private label rights license is, because you can do a minor or major overhaul of the product. Yeah. You can slap your name on it. You can change the graphics. You can do whatever you want. Yeah.
I think from a vanity point of view, I think we all want to be product creators and authors and producers of products. And I think with PLR, it gives you that opportunity so easily and sometimes quite inexpensively.
Yeah, absolutely. And I totally agree with that. And I use PLR for varying things in my marketing all the time. It's just a very quick, cost-effective way of adding value to a current offer, or offering it as a freebie to get somebody on your mailing list, or whatever the case may be. Okay, let me explain the final license, which is resell rights. So you own the resell rights, but not the copyright, and you're entitled to change or alter anything from its original form. But your freedom with that license is limited, because all you can do is use the product. You can't actually resell it or transfer the rights to others. So master resell rights, and especially private label rights licenses, are far more beneficial. Yeah.
So with that then, so just to clarify, you can give them resale rights, so it means that they can sell it, they can't sell it, or they can give it away?
With resale rights, they can give it away, but they can't sell it.
Right, okay, resale, right, okay. So I thought that maybe they could have, right, okay. So that was where I was getting confused. So if you've got resale, so if I've got resale rights, I can sell it, but the next person can't.
Correct.
Right, okay, that's where I was getting confused there.
Let me give you the full definition, okay? So with resell rights, you own the resell rights, but not the copyright, okay? So you're not entitled to change or alter anything from its original form. So your freedom's limited to using and selling the product as it is, because you cannot sell or transfer the rights to others. Does that make more sense, James? Yeah.
That makes more sense, absolutely. And it just brought back a memory that I know a person that bought a business, and that business was a course, but that person then adapted the course, which they were not allowed to do because it was to be kept in its entirety. And that business was then taken to court, and the person that sold the business reclaimed it completely. And the person didn't have a leg to stand on because they said they wouldn't change it. They did change it, so they lost the whole business. They lost the...
There are times where resell rights and master resell rights are appropriate, but personally, I would stick with PLR license whenever possible, yeah. Because there's no misunderstanding then, James, is there? With private label rights, you can pretty much do anything you want with that product, yeah?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So have you got any particular resources, before I show them the sites, before I show our viewers and explain to our listeners the PLR sites I personally use, have you got any particular you use?
Yeah, there's one I use in particular. It's not an expensive one, nor is the quality incredibly great, but I use it as giveaways for bonuses. So I'll share my screen just briefly, and hopefully we can find that. And it's here. It's called the PLR Vault. Now, what I like about this, and again, this isn't a sales page. It's one of those products that basically you buy it, you buy the sales page. It's a one-off fee, so therefore, obviously, the standard of quality is not bad, but it's not great. But a lot of the stuff here is old. Okay, so if you click on ebooks, then there is thousands and thousands and thousands of ebooks within this platform, and then they've got the platinum version as well, which I'll show you in a moment. So 750 ebooks and categories and all sorts of things. And then you've got the PLR Platinum. So if I go to PLR Platinum, I think that goes back so many years. So if we go to 2020, because obviously that year's complete, every single month you would get, if we go to November, because obviously it's near enough current, you could have a selection of ebooks. Okay, and these are all zips, killer, traffic generation. A lot of them are all various different things. And if we go back there, there's also courses. So if you go to the videos, and this tends to be another, again, these ones are obviously less. You don't get as many of these, but you usually get like a full video course as well as PDFs, checklists, mind maps, etc., etc. They're not as the highest quality of product out there, in my opinion, but for the value for money, I think it's maybe 40 or 50, maybe $67 one-off fee. But it's not updated as regularly as some of the ones that I know that you use, Tony, because it's down to how much money the person brings in, whether they reinvest in new stuff. So if they're not making a lot of sales, then, for example, I think it's up to June or July in 2021 at the moment. So with that not having an ongoing subscription fee, there's not an ongoing revenue coming into their business. So therefore, it's a bit up and down, but it's still great, exceptional value for the money, but it is what it is.
Yeah. And again, it really depends on what you want to use that content for, James, as well. You know, if you're going to use that content and use it, you know, for a blog post on your website or whatever, it doesn't really matter about the quality because you're not physically giving that, you're not actually passing that on to anybody else. The other thing I would say is a lot of these PLR sites, guys, just because they're called PLR something or other, check the individual product license. Because just because you're in a PLR site that's called PLR something or other, doesn't mean that every product in there, you get the PLR license too. So check and make sure you double check the individual product licenses, yeah? Because some will be resell rights, some will be master resell rights, and some will have the actual private label rights license, yeah?
I'm just checking, actually, just as you were saying that, I'm just going to check on one of those files,
Sure.
just as we're speaking, just to see the license. So as I say, I wasn't, obviously, a lot of the stuff that you're talking about right now, I wasn't aware of. I'm just going to check that.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say, James, that it can be confusing for somebody, especially somebody new into internet marketing or affiliate marketing, etc.
This one comes with Master Resell Rights, one of the products that I've just downloaded.
Yeah, and that's where it can be confusing, James, because to somebody that isn't experienced, they bought a subscription or a one-time payment to a PLR site, and they may automatically think everything they're getting is PLR.
You know what I'll do? I'm going to share this graphic. I'm going to share this to let people see exactly what it looks like. So that's a Master Resell Rights, right? So yes, it can be packaged. It can be this. It can be that. No, it can't be added to a free membership site, although it can be added to a paid membership site. You can't just pass it away to this product to anyone, and the content of the product cannot be edited, modified, or altered. So that's something to let people see in black and white. That's how it looks. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and again, it's important, you know, I'll just sort of really try and make it apparent how important this is to our viewers and listeners, that they do go into each individual product and check the license terms. Because otherwise you could be doing something with that product that you're not allowed to do, and there may be consequences later on for that. So check the licenses, guys. Make sure you understand what you're buying. Yeah. Okay. Can I still share my screen, James?
All right. I'm just going to give you that. You have the power now, Tony. You are now in control.
Cool. Yeah, because now I'm going to just go through the PLR sites that I personally use, James, and I'll save the best one to last, the creme de la creme.
He actually shared this with me before the call. Amazing.
Yeah. as you just said, what you pay directly correlates to what you get, like most things in life. Yeah, you know, you again, to our worldwide audience, they may or may not know what a Mini is, but if you buy a Mini, you get a Mini. If you buy a Bentley, you get a Bentley. And it's the same with any sort of product in life, but that's the best analogy I can come up with for now.
You're never getting a Bentley for a mini budget.
Yes, I think that's fair to say. Where am I? Here we go. Okay, guys. So the first website that I recommend and I personally use is Resell Rights Weekly. Now, when you become a member of this, they have a free membership. They also have subscriptions as well. So do your due diligence and just check out the site. All these sites I'm going to go through, guys, are on our recommended resources page on our website. So make sure you take a look. But basically, for the benefit of our listeners, because our viewers can see this, the URL for this website is resell-rights-weekly.com. And again, you've got a mixture of product quality in this site, James, yeah?
Yeah. Can I ask you, Tony, can we pop the links in the show notes for the podcast as well for our listeners?
Yeah, of course we can, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
In fact, James, you could basically just go to our website, grab the links and just put them in the video description.
Perfect. Perfect.
So yeah, as James just said, he's going to put them in the video description below this video for you guys, but they're also on our website, yeah, in our recommended resources. The great thing about this site is you get a variety of different products. And again, they come with lots of different license options. So if you take this, Master Resell Rights, Master Resell Rights, Master Resell Rights, Private Label Rights, okay? So you know exactly what you're getting with each individual product. The other great thing about this particular site is with a lot of the products, you get a front-end product and you get a video upgrade, James.
Yep.
Here's an example of that. So how to build an email list from scratch. So what you could do, and again, this is Master Resell Rights, but at least you know exactly what you're getting, James, yeah? Mm-hmm. So with this product, you could offer the ebook for free, and right. you could then directly, once someone's opted in to get the ebook for free, you could then offer them the video upgrade for a small one-time price, yeah?
Right. Now, just to clarify, we can give the ebook away for free as long as they're you can't just give it away willy-nilly. You can only give it in if they opt into a membership or something like that, or,
yeah,
or
they have to opt in.
Yeah.
And again, a lot of these products, some of them will come with sales pages. So you've got sales page previews here. So personally, I wouldn't use those sales pages, James. I would create my own, but there's no reason why you can't use the copy from those example sales pages. Yeah?
I was going to say, even if you don't use all the copy would definitely be good for inspiration for your own content.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with using that copy or using the graphics on these sales pages that come with the product. But personally, to differentiate yourself from everybody else that's offering this, offering this particular product out there, I would, do your own sales page.
Excellent.
That's just a top tip from me, yeah. Okay, so that's Resell Rights Weekly. And again, another great thing with this site is when you become a member, you've got the PLR Vault. So you're getting access. Listen, just let me log in again, guys, sorry. You're getting access to everything on this website. Look how long this goes back, James.
Wow.
Now, personally, I would stick with products in the last year or two.
Yeah, I would definitely.
But again, they categorize these month by month. So if we look back at last month, this is what was included last month in this particular Resell Rights Weekly site.
And quite relevant as well, like when you're seeing this fear of rejection and depression and things like that after COVID-19. Obviously, a lot of people are, their heads are a little bit down. So a lot of these things are quite relevant. Yeah. Brilliant.
And again, is another product, James, with a video, with a video upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
With Master Resell Rights, Bing to Riches.
Uh-huh.
So again, you could offer the ebook as for free for someone subscribing to your list, and then automatically offer them the video upgrade for a small one-time fee, yeah?
And that, I
So
think that
you're
would be quite
building the
appealing.
list.
Sorry,
James. So you're
was gonna
building your list and you're getting some income as well.
Mhm. And I was going to say that type of product in particular, Bing is so underused and underutilized in every way. Everybody thinks Google's where it's at, when you can actually get some incredible opportunities on a platform that's obviously not the top of the tree, but the cost for ad spend is way lower as well, which is incredible.
Absolutely. And there's products in here for everybody in every niche, James. It's not just for internet marketers or affiliate marketers. I mean, you've got a product here, superior brain health.
Right.
So again, you know, somebody could offer the ebook. Again, Master Resell Rights comes with sales pages as well, as did the other two. If somebody's in this niche, they could create a niche website around this content, offer the ebook for free, offer the video upgrade for a small one-time payment. They could even then do a next upsell, which goes to an appropriate ClickBank product. Yeah.
Or, you know, something, again, just as you've said that, you know, there's something that I use on occasions, and it's called NoCube, and it's not obviously shown very well here, but I can't remember what you call these, but it's basically healthy kind of supplements to kind of for brain activity. So again, something like that with a ClickBank link to something that's like a supplement might be an option, which could technically be a business in a box, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you know, there's products for everybody in this site, as there are in most PLR sites. So it doesn't really matter what niche you're in. There's something for everybody. Here's another great product, SEO Marketing School. Again, you've got the ebook and you've got the video upgrade. Again, it comes with sales pages as well that you can use in your marketing efforts. Yeah.
And who do we know that doesn't want to have more sales and get their website or their offer first page or Google? Everybody wants that, of course they do.
I'll just go back into 1 month. I'll go into July so you can see how varied the products are. Wow. Again, this one here, SlideShare Marketing. This one comes with Master Resell Rights and giveaway rights, James. Yeah. So
you can give it away without a problem. You don't even need to get people opted in, you know.
TikTok marketing. Again, TikTok, very hot topic at the moment.
Huge.
So again, you've got Lead Generation Ninja. Again, with a front-end product and a video upgrade with sales pages. Yeah. So trust me when I say this, guys, this Resell Rights Weekly is a gold mine. It's a gold mine of opportunity for you, yeah? So I'll move on to the next one, which is idplr.com. And I'm just going to make sure I'm still logged in.
Yeah, it says you're logged in at the moment.
Yeah, and we go to products. Again, you've got all the categories here.
Can I just say something? There's something there that's just popped up that I was not aware that you could get, and that's actually PLR software.
Oh, yeah.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, there's PLR, so you have to excuse that one, guys. This site has some ads in there. Yeah, you can get PLR everything, James. Software, plugins, WordPress themes, as well as video products and ebooks and everything else. Arguably, the software that you will get PLR rights to isn't the best, but it is what it is. You know, that doesn't mean that you can't use it and, you know, expand on it, offer more value to it. Yeah, just use that as part of what you're offering. Yeah,
package a bundle if you like.
So let's look in marketing and promotion. And again, there's so many different niches in here, guys. Honestly, there's something for everybody. But this is some of the products. So find your niche with a video upgrade. Facebook Messenger bot marketing unleashed, again with a video upgrade.
Graphics look to be a lot better quality in this product again, as well.
You get what you pay for, James, don't you?
Yeah.
How to WordPress plugins, and again, that's got a video upgrade. YouTube authority with a video upgrade. So I'm not going to spend all day going through these guys, but again, you can see just in, as James pointed out, just in the quality of the graphics, you know, that some of these products are going to be superior quality.
Yeah. I'm actually looking at, see that one, find your niche video.
Oh yeah.
I know that the product that those graphics have been created on is a $300 or $400 product alone, just to actually create the covers for it. So they've clearly invested in this product, which tells me that the product inside would even be quite an exceptional product, or they wouldn't have spent so much just to create the front graphic.
Yeah. And in here with the different categories, you've got, you know, templates and themes, graphic designs, you've got fitness, weight loss, health and diseases, diet and cooking. You know, you've got, like I say, it doesn't matter what niche you're in, James, there's something for everybody in these sites. Oh. Yeah. Let's have a quick look at, I don't know, tutorials and trainings.
I think looking at this, I mean, you could quite comfortably buy a domain that's regarding healthy or whatever, and then literally fill a membership platform with all these courses quite easily.
Oh yeah. Remember, if you've got the private label rights licenses or the master resell rights licenses, you can literally download these products and create your own store.
Amazing.
So you can literally replicate what you're seeing now.
That's awesome.
Internet Marketer's Handbook, again with video upgrade. Again, if you're into, you know, you're into the gym or whatever, Power Mass Blueprint with a video upgrade. You know, if you're into working out. Yeah,
I'll maybe need to get that because my body is a temple.
I'm glad you said that, James. I wasn't going to mention it, but yeah, there's, you know, quality products in there, guys, with various different licensing. So make sure, again, you check the individual licenses out of each product. But, you know, there must be, what, 20, 30 categories in here, James?
Easily, yeah, easily.
Yeah. And again, you know,
subcategories as well.
Yeah, the other thing I mentioned, James, idplr.com. That's the website URL, guys, for the benefit of our listeners. Obviously, our viewers can see that. They have a free option as well. So they do give you some free products. So you can literally try before you buy. If you then like what you've been given, you can always look at doing a subscription, yeah? Now, the next one is Urban PLR. Now, the great thing about this, James, and it's urbanplr.com for the benefit of our listeners, yeah? Obviously, again, the viewers can see that. This is a one-time payment, James.
Yeah, this is one I bought.
Yeah.
I bought this one.
This is a one-time payment for thousands of products. Yeah. Tens of thousands of pieces of content. I think there's something like maybe 80,000+ pieces of content in this site. It's available on AppSumo, guys. And I'm pretty sure it's $47 or $49 one-time payment.
Yeah, I can't remember now, but again, that's where I bought it, was appsumo.com.
Yeah. But again, you're getting PLR videos, you're getting image quotes, you're getting workout planners, you're getting different PLR images, spring, snow, wellness, food, self-improvement, smile, Valentine's, you know, rivers, pollution. The products are endless, guys, honestly. They do product bundles as well. So the product bundles come in technology and internet. These are ready products, ready to go, James. These, you know, because you're getting PLR rights to all of these, you can make them your own product. You can put your name on them. You can rebrand the graphics.
I've got to be honest.
I really want to emphasize to our viewers and listeners how powerful this content is, guys, if you use it correctly, yeah?
And I can't believe I forgot about this product until you brought that back up. I need to go in and look at it.
James, that's very naughty of you, because you know the way I feel about people buying stuff and not using what they've bought.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I genuinely forgot about this. On the plus side, I've just found a resource that I can get for free because I bought it already.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, let's be real about this. Yeah, all that content for $47 or $49,
Insane.
one-time payment, guys.
No-brainer.
Get over to AppSumo, search Urban PLR, buy this product. You will never regret it. It's money well spent. Yeah.
And again, remember, obviously, some of the stuff that we're sharing here, there's no affiliate links here. We're genuinely sharing this to kind of help you, not to profit from it, you know. So that's something to bear in mind. So there's no
James,
benefit for us.
I can honestly say that I've put the AppSumo link, the raw AppSumo link, no affiliate link, on
I
our
didn't even know
website.
that they had an affiliate link.
On our website in our recommended resources. So, you know, obviously, even our viewers and our listeners, we always put our website URL in the description, James, whether you're viewing or listening. So get over to our website. I believe James is going to put the resources in the video description anyway.
Yep. I'll put them there, but again, it makes sense to come to our website and join our mailing list. You're going to get access to other content and other little snippets that we're putting out that you don't find on our YouTube videos or obviously our podcast as well. So it definitely makes sense there, as well as sometimes we might have incredible offers that just are for our own listeners, that are people have committed to being actually in our tribe. So definitely worth signing up there anyway for our list.
Yeah, totally. Couldn't agree more, James. So guys, don't hesitate. Get over to our website, subscribe to our list, and get ready for the goodies, yeah? Next, did I say, James, I was saving the best for last?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on.
This is it.
It's amazing.
plr.me. So plr.me. That is the website, guys. Now, if anybody out there knows better quality PLR than this, please let us know, because I've never found it. And I've been online building my business for quite a long time. Yeah. This is by far the best quality PLR I have ever come across. Yeah.
I've got to say, Tony, when you showed me this morning before we started the call, I was blown away, absolutely blown away, because, as I say, everybody's used to the PLR ebooks, and even sometimes the videos are just literally someone reading what's in the book, and there's nothing to this. But this is incredible in here, absolutely amazing.
With PLR, James, it's you've really got to do your research, and you've really got to look through these products and sort out the good stuff from the crap, because there is a lot of crap out there. Yeah.
Unbelievable amount of crap out there.
The stuff that's good is very good. All this content on plr.me on their website, this is gold. It doesn't get any better than this for PLR, guys, I promise you. And again, it doesn't matter what niche you're in, there's something for everybody. Let me just go into product bundles. I particularly like the bundles, James, because it's a complete product.
Yep.
But you can buy individual pieces of the bundles on their own, yeah? The guys, they do have a free option, and they will give you some free stuff, but it's, you know, total transparency. It's a credit-based system. They have a pay-as-you-go option as well as subscription options. But honestly, you really need to check this site out. I promise you, you'll never, ever regret doing that, yeah? And again, they've got 197 PLR bundles, James, in all sorts of different niches. I'll just scroll down so our viewers can see some of these. Yeah. Our listeners, you're going to have to get yourself over to plr.me to have a look for yourself. Or again, the links on our website in the recommended resources page.
And what I did notice about this, Tony, I mean, and some of our viewers might be slightly put off because there is a greater cost to this type of PLR, but for what you're paying, I mean, we looked at a product earlier on, and I think it was costing 18 credits, which worked out to be roughly $39 for a product bundle. But in my opinion, how long would it take you to create a bundle of products like this? It would cost you thousands upon thousands of dollars creating it yourself, and the time that would go into it to achieve this level of quality. Because I'll be honest, firstly, my first impression was, gosh, that's expensive, you know. And then when you opened it up and showed me what was there and the quality, it's incredible, because you could sell the bundle once for more than you'll pay to buy the PLR rights to it, because of the quality is so good. So blown away by that.
Yeah, you get what you pay for, James. And I mean, even if you just look at the quality of this members area, this website, compared to the other ones we've seen, you can see that this business owner is serious about, one, their business, and two, about the content that's in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as I'm scrolling through here, you can see there are hundreds and hundreds of different
I mean, look at I was going to say, look at that niche that you're sitting right on just now at the bottom left, the productive mom. Okay, so in America, mom, if you wanted to create that whole bundle, you could literally just change that to mum, change one letter through the full product, and you've got a UK market. You know what I mean?
The product, James, we looked at before the call was this 10 powerful video marketing tips bundle. So if we go into that, just so we can have a quick look, and this is just a really good example of the quality and, you know, of what's in these bundles, guys, you know, and what they're made up of. So in this particular bundle, there's 3 products. I can tell you now from bundles I've bought previously, sometimes you'll get 3 products, sometimes you'll get 5, sometimes you'll get 8. It depends on the topic and that particular bundle. Yeah. With this one, it's actually got 3 products included in the entire bundle. But if you look about what you're getting a slide deck, which comes in PowerPoint and a couple of other variations. But look at the example here, James, of what's in the actual slide deck.
How much work that saves you, you know, and creating this product yourself. All you literally need to do is take it into slideshow and talk over it. Literally just talk, read the slides, and you've got a brand new product. It's incredible, really incredible.
We're gonna cover very shortly, after we've had a quick look at this site a bit, you know, once we've been through this product that we're looking at, we're going to go through some possibility of what you can use PLR for, James.
Amazing.
And again, with this one, you've got action guides, coaching handouts, and lead magnets. Again, these are giveaways, guys. Or you can give away the ebook and then have an upsell to, you know, to the other elements of the package. Yeah.
One of the things that I do quite often, Tony, and you've probably done this before, I'm not one that reads very well. I don't retain knowledge that well, but I can sift through a book or a PDF, and if I get the feel for it. So if the video course is there, if I get a book for free and I look at it, I think this stuff's really good, this is solid. Do you know what? I want the video course. I will buy the video course without question if I can see that the ebook, although I'm not a great reader, I'm more of a resource reader. I'll read something that I want to get out of it, but I won't just read a book for the sake of reading a book, you know.
James, there's so many opportunities these days. I mean, the only limitation is somebody's imagination, really, isn't it? You know, we say that quite often, and it's true. The hardest part is coming up with the content. You've got the content here. Look at this.
And it's beautiful.
It's what they call an executive summary. But look at what's included in this. Look at all that content.
Massive.
And
so well laid out. I mean, to pay somebody to actually typeset that, to actually go over your content, it would cost you hundreds and hundreds of dollars, without a doubt.
And what you were just saying, James, about you're not a great reader, a lot of people aren't. A lot of people prefer listening to podcasts or audio versions. How easy, because that content's already created for you, would it be to turn that into an audiobook?
Easy, because once you've created the video, then you just basically extract the MP3
the audio,
from that.
exactly, yeah.
Amazing.
Again, and this is the ebook. So you could give away the ebook. Remember, guys, it's PLR. So you can change the graphics. You can put your name on it as a product owner, as a product creator.
Even put your picture on it if you really want. You know, you put yourself on the back of the book as the author.
Look at what you get. Look at the formats you get these in as well, James.
Right,
PDF, DocX, PNG, JPEG.
Everybody's got access to one of those tools. Even there's free DocX reader writers and word processors, etc., out there.
I think what I love about this particular PLR website and the particular products in here, the PLR products, is how comprehensive they are. I mean, that ebook.
I mean, look at that. That's just beautiful.
We were talking about crappy ebooks. How many ebooks have you seen, James, that have got 2 or 3 pages?
It's 2 or 3 pages, and then it's shameless marketing for the person that actually created them. If you don't look at the book, don't ever put a book out there that you've not read yourself.
This particular product we're looking at, the ebook, has got 51 pages.
Amazing.
That's just the ebook. The other thing I will say about this site in particular is that if you're on a subscription, it gives you access to a lot of rebranding tools,
right,
that help you rebrand the graphics, put your links in the PDFs. Are we hearing the penny drop there, James?
Yeah, I'm just thinking here. It's just the potential. I mean, literally, for buying this product, and we kind of now again buying it on the credit basis, not taking on a subscription, is where it's most expensive. You know, but even at that, at $39, you're literally getting a business in a box. All you need to do is buy a domain, and it could literally be a full business in itself.
Absolutely. It is the tools that you get, James. So you get the auto slide deck.
Mm-hmm.
You got the content auto loader. So you can preload a year's worth of content up to your WordPress site. You get the PDF brander, the image brander, the content summarizer. Wait for it. Video sales letter generator.
Wow. Now, that's one of the hardest things to do, because I'm writing a video sales letter right now, and it's a challenge. Yeah. That's incredible. Can I just point out something here? Sure. Something that maybe some of you might not be aware. See, looking at that ebook, I was looking at the ebook, and obviously you can't go back to it because we're here now, but there was maybe 10 or 20 different images within that book. Now, to buy the rights to use an image is expensive. I mean, sometimes you could be $20, $30, sometimes up to $150 for a really kind of captivating image. So much so that I had, in my own ignorance, I found a wonderful picture that I liked, and I put it onto one of my websites. I had some kind of photo pic licensing global thing contact me, telling me, I don't have the rights to use that. It's been on your website for XYZ length of time, and you now owe us $150 for using that, and you still don't have rights to use it. Yeah. So being aware of things like that as well, the content, everything that you put together all comes at a value and at a cost that is way beyond most people's means if you're starting out. So PLR with this kind of quality for this kind of money is just insane.
Yeah, and I've heard all sorts of horror stories, James, with images over the years. I mean, even going to Google and using their image database, even if you filter to copyright-free images, you're still not safe.
No.
Because that is based on whoever's uploaded that image, that filter is based upon what they've entered, if they've entered the correct license information or not, which you don't know.
No. No, so you really need to buy these images.
Because the person who uploaded it may not know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you'll be paying the price for their ignorance later on down the line, which I
correct.
have.
I mean, Google's giving you the correct images based on the filter, but that doesn't mean that license information is correct. So just be aware of that, guys, because I see every day people saying, "Oh yeah, I'm getting my images from Google using the copyright-free ones." No, please don't do that.
I think, see this conversation right now that we're having, I think the PLR, the information that you've given us already is incredible, huge golden nuggets. But see this one little tiny conversation within this whole episode could save you thousands of fines and fees over the years just by knowing that little one thing. So take that on board, guys, if you're listening or watching right now.
Yeah, guys, just because somebody says something is free of copyright doesn't mean it is. It's got to be a trusted source, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%, because you're liable. If you're using it, you're liable for it. No, they don't take excuses. Even if you take the image down, I don't care. This is what we've got timeline stamped. It's been here since here until this time. You owe us for that period. Yeah, absolutely. They've got you.
And there's no need, James, anyway. There's so many great free image resources out there these days.
Yeah.
You know, like Unsplash, Pixabay, etc., etc. You don't need to do that with Google or any of the other search engines. So, guys, please don't do it, yeah? It's not worth putting yourself at risk. As James found out to his financial...
My own peril. Yeah, absolutely. But it was a great image, though.
Yeah. It needs to be for nearly $200.
Yeah. And the thing is, had I had the opportunity to buy it, I mean, if it was on a website that I could have actually purchased the rights to use it, I probably would have, and I couldn't find it. But it was such a amazing image that then I just...
I will point out, though, James, can you imagine if they not contacted you for 5 years?
No, that's terrifying.
What would your bill have been then?
Tens of thousands of dollars, probably more than it would have ever generated me, you know.
Right. Okay. Let's get back to plr.me and these tools. So I think we got to video sales letter.
Sales generator, yeah, incredible.
Also got coaching email templates, the perfect email formatter, image animator. So those images, guys, if you've got a subscription to the site, you can animate the images as well. Dupe examiner, so you can check for the uniqueness. I don't know what virtual fax machine is. Well, I do know what one is, but I don't know why you would use it. You've got WP swipe and deploy, and you've got product showcase. So there's a ton of exclusive tools there, guys, that are exclusive to this website, of course.
And that's if you're on the subscription model. Is that right, Tony?
It is. I don't think they're available on the pay-as-you-go option, James. I think they're only available to actual subscription plan holders.
And how much is this for subscription? I'm not trying to sell this because obviously it's not a product, but
no, guys, like I say, they do have a free option as well, James. But let me just go to pricing, just so we can give our viewers and listeners an idea of cost. But again, it goes back to what we said earlier: you get what you pay for. Yeah.
I'm going to ask a sneaky question here.
Remember, just one thing, James. Remember that this product, if you put your name on it and you change the graphics or you put your face on it, however you're going to rebrand the graphics, is going to represent your business. So you want it to be good quality, yeah?
And you, not just your business, but you as a person.
Yeah, absolutely.
People think if you put a rubbish product out there and they just think you're a scammer or you're rubbish, you know, you don't really have any talent. But if this has got high quality, then there's huge value.
Right. Okay. So with the free plan, you get 2 credits a month, which, being frank, guys, is not going to get you a lot. Yeah. But the pay-as-you-go option, I mean, just to get, what was that? How many credits was that?
18 credits it was.
18 credits. So 18 credits will cost you $39.60 one-time payment. Now, I'm not being funny, but for that product we looked at, James, the video marketing one, under $40 for a product of that quality done for you.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
Absolute no-brainer.
And then you get into the more serious subscription plans for the serious users. So for $99 a month, you get 100 credits. So that's going to roughly get you 5 or 6 products a month, James, yeah?
And I think there's something to that's really important right below that. No commitment, cancel any time. So if, for example, you went on there and you paid for a month and you got 100 credits, and let's say that you took Now, I know that there was much bigger bundles there at 39 and 49 credits, etc., which were massive. But if you say, on average, you took 5 products roughly at 20 credits each, I mean, there's nothing to say that you need to stay there every month going on. You know, I mean, those 5 credits might be enough to kind of for you to work on for the next year, and you only need that 1 year's subscription, 1 month subscription. You don't. There's no cancel.
Let's be honest as well. Let's be honest, James. You only need 1 sale to cover the whole cost of that out of all those 5 or 6 products. Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, I'll be honest. I think if I could get a product out there and I used those credits and I got something and it was making me sales, I would keep going, because obviously this updates. Is it every single month they put new stuff in, or every week, or?
It's sometimes daily, James.
Wow.
I come into this site every single day, and there's new stuff in, usually daily, but definitely weekly. Now I'm looking at this pricing table. I can see that the 12 content marketing tools that we discussed a few moments ago, they are only available with the subscription plans. So pay as you go, they're not available, and the free plan, they're not available, which you wouldn't expect, to be fair, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
The next plan up, which apparently is the most popular, but then it would be, as far as the vendor's concerned.
Of course. Certainly popular to the vendor, without a doubt.
To be fair, guys, it's actually good value, this. It's $379 a year.
A year? Oh, right. I thought that was a month.
No, that's a year.
Wow.
$379 a year, but you get 400 credits for that for a year. So that's actually pretty good value. And you get access to all the 12 content marketing software tools as well with that, and the Facebook Mastermind group, which I've no doubt will be very helpful. Yeah.
And how much do you think you would pay to access all those types of software? You would easily, if you were looking at them, even if some of them were quite similar and they were like bundles of software in packages, you would still be probably easily over $100 a month just to access those softwares. Easily.
For me, James, for our viewers and listeners, it's a no-brainer. Yeah. Go get the free plan, get your 2 free credits. It's costing you nothing, and just get one of the products for 2 credits, or part of one of the bundles that's only 2 credits, and just check out the quality yourself. It's costing you nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Amazing. Amazing.
So that is plr.me, guys. That's all the PLR resources that I really wanted to go through. As I say, I saved the best till last. Have you any questions on any of those sites, James?
Well, I've got to say, Tony, I mean, this one blew me away before we even started. I think I was totally G'd up for the whole call today after you showed me this, because I've not seen PLR like this before. Nothing remotely. I never even knew this kind of quality existed in the PLR marketplace. And again, you didn't tell me about the toolkit that you could actually get for the monthly subscription, you know, which is amazing. And as I was looking there, I didn't actually see per year. When I was looking at $379, I thought that $379 per month. What maniac's got that kind of money to spend on PLR a month? But when you showed me it per year, that boils down to a hell of a lot of high quality products. I mean, I'm pretty sure, looking at it from a business point of view, how many people could go out and build themselves a brand new business for less than $400? And less than $400 for the year. Forget even renewing next year. Even if you don't need to renew next year, the fact that that $400 you could find your niche, you could go and buy it. And the reason I say $400 is because you still need to go and buy a domain. And from that domain, you would obviously get some free hosting, possibly paid hosting. But literally for roughly $400, you could set up yourself a brand new website, specific to a niche, and from that niche you could create loads of incredible products within that and go out there and sell those individually, or create a monthly subscription to that platform. The world is your oyster in this project with this kind of platform, especially with the quality that's involved. So it's a no-brainer for me. If anybody was thinking about going down the PLR route on the online marketing side of things, for that matter, you could create that platform, create an affiliate program, and get other people to promote it for you, and you wouldn't actually have to do the selling. It's mind-blowing. Delighted you showed me. Thank you. Yeah.
You just said no-brainer. I couldn't have summed it up better myself, basically. But what I particularly like about this PLR.me site is not just the quality, James, and it is affordable as well. You know, you're getting great value for money based on the quality.
Mm-hmm.
But what I like about it is it covers a wide range of topics and niches. There's a lot of great coaching stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you can become an instant expert, basically.
Absolutely.
You know, with
you bring a slide deck and you buy something with a slide deck, and you do a webinar on it. You know what I mean? It's, you know, and you can actually charge people, say, listen, this isn't a free webinar. I'm going to be doing a masterclass. I'm going to be teaching you how to become more efficient in whatever this coaching niche is. It's this coaching call is going to cost, after the live, it's going to be $500 for lifetime access. But if you jump on now, you can get in for $99 or something like that. If you get 100 people on that, that's $10,000 nearly from a product that cost you 20, 30 bucks. It's insane. It's insane.
With this level and the quality of this PLR, the world's your oyster, basically.
Yeah.
You know, you can literally become an instant expert. I mean, look at this as an example. How to create your own highly effective mastermind group. So again, this comes as a bundle. So you get the slide deck, you get everything else, you've got the presentation, you've got the executive summary, you've got the ebook, you know, you've got everything. That, as you can see here, these come as individual products, but they come as a bundle as well.
So how many credits is that bundle? Do you have that there, or is that something?
Let me find the bundle.
I'm just asking, you know, if it's possible, because it gives people another idea, because I believe this bundle will be much more than the last bundle.
Yeah, I've mainly bought the bundles in the past, James, and I can tell you now they're around $70, $80 for the full bundle.
But again, I mean, like a mastermind, I mean, you set up a mastermind group, you know, and
let me go to the bundles here and then I can answer your question.
Yeah, but as I say, but kind of to give people an idea, a mastermind group is something that people perceive as a much higher value thing. I know people that pay $1,000 to attend a mastermind circle, a mastermind group every single month, you know, because the person that's leading that group has brought in high-end people that can network with them and help them grow and actually facilitate that group. So a group of 10 people in a mastermind could technically be $10,000 to you every single month, you know, and that's the possibilities. Sometimes we get ourselves caught up in our own head thinking, oh, I wouldn't pay that. But people that are running multi-million-pound businesses, $10,000 is small change. It's a tax write-off, you know.
So I'm in the bundle here, James, how to create your own highly effective mastermind group PLR bundle. There's 4 products in this bundle.
What? Yeah, $44. Nothing.
No. Nothing. And what you're getting for that, or what you would get for that, is you're getting your slide deck, your lead magnet, your giveaway. Again, you could even, these are printables as well, James.
You could actually run a masterclass. You could actually get these books printed properly by a printer, and you could send it out to the people that were coming and attending your masterclass. Yeah. You could take it the full way, you know.
Yeah, and again, you're getting it in, you know, a docx, pages, PDF, JPEG, PNG. You're getting all the different formats as well.
Amazing.
And the quality is just insane, James.
I love this.
I'm never ever not blown away by the quality on this site. I'm really not.
Well, I think they're going to have me as a customer very, very soon. There's no doubt about that, because I'm looking at this and the potential is absolutely limitless.
Again, you know, you slide that. Look at how comprehensive that slide deck is.
And if I'm looking at the bottom left-hand corner of those slides.
I'm not being funny. That's a webinar in itself. You can
webinar, without a doubt. Yeah. What's that? How many slides? 113 slides. Yeah. Wow.
And again, 20 credits. What's that? $42.
$44. Yeah. You know, slightly more expensive than the first example you showed, but it's still around about the $39, $40, less than $50 for these kind of smaller bundle packages. But as you say, for the full bigger bundles, maybe $70. It's still, even if you just bought one product and walked away and actually built a business on that one product, it would, I wouldn't like to imagine how much it could bring back to you.
And no doubt, James, there's people that have done that, because you've got to remember, you're buying that product, it's ready to go, done for you as is.
Yeah, I would change the color and I would change the pictures.
Yeah, you can rebrand it, you can put your face on it if you wanted to, you can put your name on it, you can change the graphics. You've got all the graphics there. So
I'm lighting up right now. This is amazing.
What I'm trying to say is, James, you've got all the graphics there, so you've already got the templates to have new ones done.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Again, if you wanted to get something a little bit creative, you could send it to somebody in Fiverr and say, listen, I want this rebranded for me. If you don't have the skills to do it, you know, amazing. Yeah, amazing.
Absolutely. So basically, that's all the PLR resources I use on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. And if anybody can find better quality PLR than what I've just shown you, please let me and James know, because we'd love to know that resource. Honestly.
Oh, without a doubt, that's incredible. It's blown me away. I genuinely, it wasn't something that I use in a big scale. Obviously, I shared with you the PLR Vault that I've got, which is much lower quality than anything here. But I usually give it away for free as a bonus on a affiliate marketing offer or something that I'm offering. And the fact that when most people are giving away like a YouTube explanation video or a crappy PDF file, if I can give away a full video course on something, it sets me apart from them. But looking at this, I wouldn't even consider using these as a bonus for any product.
The last thing we're saying to our viewers and listeners is go and spend more than you can afford. That's the last thing we're saying. But I think it's fair to say that to get a quality product, quality content that you can rebrand as your own product for around $40, I think that's pretty affordable to the majority of people. Yeah,
I would hope so. And if not, it's certainly incentivizing you to go out there and find a way to make $40, because if it was me, obviously my previous background is entertainment, I would go and take a bag of balloons and I would be making balloon dogs and balloon hats on the street to get $40. But you could be out there washing car screen windscreens. I would be doing what it took to find $40. There's always an opportunity. And again, I don't know if you guys have got it wherever you are, but we've got TV programs here called Rich House, Poor House in the UK. And I've watched people that are entrepreneurs and they know that they've got to swap houses with another person and they've got to live on their budget. Now, that person, I can remember watching one, and this guy literally, he's like, I can't live on that and I can't feed my family on that. I can, but they're going to be putting stuff into their body that I don't want them putting into their body. I want them eating better quality. So this guy literally went and got a bucket, and he actually didn't have a bucket. He went and chapped the next door neighbour and asked if he could borrow a bucket and a sponge if they had one. He done that, and he went and said, if I can, I'll wash your car for free if you can give me a loan of the stuff. And then he washed that guy's car for free. And then he went and chapped every door in the street saying, listen, I'm offering car washes at your doorstep today for only £5. You know, that could be $10 wherever you are. And it just shows you the difference between someone with an entrepreneurial go-get mentality to someone that just accepts what they've got. So from that, it blew me away.
Yeah. You're totally right in what you're saying. Where there's a will, there's a way, basically, isn't there?
Absolutely.
But yeah, they're the PLR resources I use on a regular basis, guys, and I hope our viewers and listeners find them really useful. Yeah.
Amazing. Tony, thank you so much for sharing this one in particular. This has blown me away.
That's what our show's all about, James, is about educating or help educate our viewers and listeners, yeah?
And me as well, and sometimes the obviously presenters.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we both learn something new every single day, don't we?
Absolutely.
So I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you now.
Okay.
So you are back in control. I know you're a bit of power craze. So, have you any other questions about what we've gone through there so far?
No, so far, Tony, I've been absolutely blown away. And again, obviously, I love our dynamic because you've got so many years in this business, and I'm still very, very new, but I'm really enthusiastic and passionate about kind of growing an online business. And I learned so much from you. And hopefully my enthusiasm rubs off on you a little bit as well. Sometimes I can see it kind of boosting you up a little bit in certain days, you know, and I love that, you know. But
yeah, we all need that. And I think what's great about our business relationship, and, you know, because we clicked from day one, James, didn't we?
Absolutely.
I think what's great about it is we're both our own people, so we bounce off each other, don't we?
And we don't always have the same opinions, which I like as well, you know, because sometimes we can go into debate.
I don't agree with you very often, you know that.
I know, but you'll get there.
or you would me come to that. Anyway, guys, just so we can sort of round up this whole PLR episode, I'm going to give you 15 golden nuggets. Do you want them, James?
Hell yeah.
Golden nuggets, how you can use PLR in your business, yeah? Do you want them, James? Do you want those golden nuggets?
I said, hell yeah!
Okay, well, number one is you can give away the PLR to build your list. And it's obviously you can do that with Master Resell Rights and Resell Rights as well, yeah? Number two, you can use PLR as content on your blog. So all that beautiful content we just showed them on those products, they can be blog posts. They don't have to be just a product that you sell or give away. You can actually use it as content for your website and your blogs as well.
Yeah, and I always struggle to kind of come up with ideas for blog posts, hence why I don't actually have a blog. But copy and paste seems definitely a good option.
Yeah, and again, you've got an option to spin, you know, to use spin tags or spin the content as well, James, to make it a bit more unique. Yeah. Number three is you can use it on your YouTube channel. So a lot of those video courses, you get the transcripts, James. So create your own videos. Again, become an instant expert. Create your own videos, put them on your YouTube channel using those transcripts that are done for you. 4, we'd already touched on this. Create your own PLR store. Or at least create a PLR resources page on your website and sell those products from there.
It's a great idea. You know, and I mean, again, creating products is hard. It takes time, but see if you can, it doesn't take time to literally put a button on your website where you can copy the sales copy, adjust it, put it into your website, and then click a buy it now with a PayPal link.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And there's no expense. You know, I mean, you don't have to ship anything. This is all digital stuff.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, exactly. You could just do instant download. You've no need to
create a members area if you choose.
No need to create some really over the top members area. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That touches on number. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes here, by the way. That turns me touching on number 5.
Five.
We're on 5. Use PLR content on your membership site. So we're talking about becoming an instant expert. You could create a membership site, add all these PLR courses, rebrand them first, of course. So that and the reason I'm stressing that, James, is so it differentiates you from everybody else. Yeah. So make sure you rebrand them first, add them to a membership site, then sell access to that membership site.
And we do like monthly recurring. Monthly recurring is one of the most beautiful things on the planet. You know, you can be sitting sunbathing, you can be sleeping, and notice that when you wake up in the morning, you've had some more payments come in monthly. Lovely.
Yeah. Number 6, sell PLR products on social media.
I need you to elaborate on that one, though.
Okay, so rebrand the product, sell it on social media, create a group, PLR giveaway. Yeah. There's lots of different options. It's hard to expand on that because everybody has their own ideas about social media, James. But you can rebrand the products. For example, TikTok's very hot at the moment.
Massive.
Yeah, you know, do some short TikTok videos or YouTube shorts or something like that. And in the description, put a link to the product that you've rebranded first, of course, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But again, the only limitation is your imagination. That's all you ever have to remember, yeah?
And the fact is that your imagination doesn't even need to be that great. You just need to find places to market because the imagination's all done for you. It's all done. You just need to kind of get it out there.
Again, done for you resources are super important. It saves you time and it saves you constantly having to come up with new ideas as well, James. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 7, you can use PLR to create a newsletter. Yeah. So not only can you use it to build your list, but when you've built that list, use some of that PLR in a newsletter on a regular basis. You'll be familiar with educational marketing, James.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people do it and are very successful at it. And it's one of the best ways to actually bond with your audience. Yeah.
Going to say, even before the internet, I can remember the fact that there were some people that were multi-millionaires just by selling newsletters. You know, it's like a 10-page newsletter came out every month. It might have been Yachting Monthly or something like that, but something that was like something super niche, super secret, you know, where all stuff, especially marketing and business, where people are getting like cutting edge secrets and better ways to grow your business. Dan Kennedy made a fortune from things like this.
Yeah, educational marketing, especially via email, is super powerful if you do it correctly. And again, there's nothing wrong with taking some of these PLR products, breaking them down and gradually feed them to your audience in newsletters. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Okay, number 8 is our favorite, James. Use PLR as bonuses to a paid offer.
I love prizes. Prizes. Bonuses are prizes. I love it.
Yeah, and that sort of ties in with number 8 as well, which is use PLR as did I just cover that one? Sorry, use PLR as bonuses to increase conversions. Yeah, we just covered that one. My apologies. Number 9, use PLR in joint ventures. So you've got a product, James, that is launching very soon. I love the product and I approach you and I say, James, I've got a product of my own that's a perfect fit for your product. And I think it'll really add value to your upcoming launch. But my product is a PLR product that I've rebranded. It just happens to be in your niche and it fits perfectly with your product. Your product may be a software. I may be offering a coaching program that adds value to that software. That's what we mean by a joint venture.
And how would that deal look? How could that deal potentially look? What if I was launching that software and you had this great coaching course? How would that deal look? Do you think it could be like, I want 10% of your sales if I'll give you?
I mean, again, that's up to the two parties to come to an amicable agreement and an amicable arrangement. But something like that, if it was a unique course, nothing to do with PLR, it'd be a 50-50 split.
Right, okay.
On
that's why I was asking, because...
Yeah. But with something where it's PLR and you've rebranded, again, total transparency, you need to be honest with the vendor
that's what I was thinking
about that. But again, if it's going to add value to what he's offering and it's going to increase conversions, increase sales, why wouldn't they be interested? Yeah. But again, because it's PLR, unless you've absolutely transformed it and add tons of value to it, again, I think a 10% share of sales is probably a fair percentage. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, number 10, use PLR to beat the competition. Yeah. Now, how many people do you think know and use in the right way the content on plr.me?
Probably next to none.
No. This is where you can gain an advantage over your competitors out there, guys. Yeah. Think about that. Number 11, you can do your own launch, James. So with these PLR products, especially the ones on plr.me, you've got a great core product that you can rebrand. Think about adding value to that in whatever way you can, whether it's by, developing a software that complements the training course or whatever the case may be, and then do your own product launch on JVZoo, ClickBank, Warrior Plus, whatever you decide. Yeah.
And do you know something, Tony? Just as you had mentioned that there, I was thinking, looking back at PLR Me and thinking, you know what, that kind of product, the quality in some of the launches that I'm seeing is nowhere near the quality that's in that. I could quite comfortably go and rebrand that and be hugely confident and proud of that product, because I see some of the stuff that's on Muncheye on a daily basis and think, I would never promote that. I'd never put my face on that,
No, yeah. No, I agree with you. If you can get one launch a day that's great quality, you're doing well, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because a lot of it, frankly, guys, is crap.
Yeah.
And we've used that word crap a lot during this particular episode, but the fact is there is a lot out there, and that's why you have to invest in the right resources, because that's a reflection of you. As James pointed out earlier, it's a reflection of your business. So again, think about that, yeah? Number 12, very hot topic, James. Use PLR in your podcasts.
Well, we do have a podcast. It's called Those Two IM Guys. I love it.
Yeah. So I think it's fair to say, because in a lot of the video courses, you get all the transcripts, it'd be very, very easily to turn that into two products. So you could do your own videos using the transcripts and then extract those audios for your podcast.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
Guys, these ideas we're giving you, honestly, don't be daunted by them. They're really easy to do. And again, reach out to us. If you're not sure what to do and you need some help, we're more than happy to help if we can and answer your questions. That's the whole point of, our show, isn't it, James?
Without a doubt. I feel that for a long time, there's a lack of good quality information and education to people out there, certainly not for free. And because obviously our show is free, don't think that should devalue anything that you're doing, that you're hearing here, because right now, thinking about this call, this should have been a masterclass that we could have charged quite comfortably $100, $200, $300 for, because the stuff that you're giving away, the resources that we're sharing is absolute gold, because there's so much crap out there, as we've said so many times in this podcast, show, etc., that it's unbelievable. It's so busy. So for what we are doing in this call alone, or this one show, is shaving off time and money that you could end up needlessly spending both. And there's nothing more valuable than your time. Money you can always get more of, but you can't get time back. And what we're doing right now is tapping into Tony's experience and his trials and error, and it's amazing. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I think that's well said, James, and I think it just epitomizes what the show is all about, really. So, guys, feel free to put any questions, comments below the video, and myself or James are more than happy to respond and help if we can. Yeah,
100%.
Okay, number 13, you can create and use PLR to create physical products. So, CD courses, DVD courses.
Yeah, and like I said,
I know everyone's into digital these days, James, but believe it or not, the physical market still, has a really good share of the market, basically. Yeah.
And I think there's a value as well. See, when you can actually grab a book or grab a course. I mean, I've got courses. I mean, my place is loaded. It's like an episode of How Clean Is Your House? Like one of those hoarders. I've got so much stuff that I hold value of actually being able to feel a physical product, watch the DVDs. It's amazing.
Yeah, some people just prefer a tangible products, James. What we're dealing with all the time is non-tangible products because they're digital.
Exactly.
People
great for us sellers. But not so great for the buyer if they like to actually have
some buyers, some people, customers, whatever you want to name, you want to give them, they just prefer tangible products so they can touch, feel, and see it. You know, that's a fact.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, some people just like, I won't show the book, but some people, oh, the book's not even going to show on this screen. But some people like a book to actually physically hold. But other people, that book can, again, it's an Audible book. I could have bought it as an Audible book. Listen, made my life easier. And again, it could be like a full master kind of course where you can actually send it out in DVD format, you know, doing slides, etc., etc.
And I think that's a perfect example as well, what you just gave there, about the fact that they still do print books and they still do digital versions of it, because there's still a big market for both.
Amazon seem to be doing okay with it.
So again, you know, converting digital to physical using PLR is definitely possible. And again, it would depend on what niche it is, James. That for me, that would be very niche specific.
And again, from that point of view, you've also got the option of kind of print on demand, you know, with resources like Lulu. And there's other different resources where they will actually create your content as a course. But you can give people the option, do you want to buy it as a physical product? Because it's not the first time I've seen a course or a book for sale, and then it says, would you like the hard copy sent to your thingy for an extra $10 or an extra $20 or whatever it may be? Great option.
Yeah, absolutely. That takes us on to number 14. And again, we touched on this earlier. Create a PLR website. But in this instance, then flip it.
Yeah, it's a business to sell, isn't it?
Guys, trust me when I tell you this. Go over to flipper.com. Now, if you're not aware what flipper.com is, it's a marketplace where people sell their softwares and... No, they don't sell sea lions, James, sorry.
I thought it was dolphins.
Sea lions, dolphins, it's not that sort of flipper. But it's where people sell their products. And what you'll find on there, you'll find a lot of people that are flipping websites that are basically being created from PLR, James.
Right, okay.
And a lot of these...
How can you spell that for me?
Yeah. F for Freddy, LIPPA.com.
Flipper. I was looking at Flipper as an ER.
FLIPPO.com.
FLIPPO.com.
Yeah, and it's a marketplace for people selling products, James. But again, you'll find a lot of niche websites for sale on there that have been created from PLR resources. Yeah.
Right, Tony, I'm just going to, can I just check with you there? Flipper, because I went to flippo.com.
No, it's Flipper, sorry.
Flipper, you said O, sorry.
Yeah, so my apologies, guys. FLIPPA.com.
Yes, now I'm there. I've got it. Lots of different stuff. So I had some construction company, so do not go to Flippo.
No, it's not Flippo, it's Flipper.
Okay, sorry.
My apologies, guys.
Perfect. I'm going to have a look at that. Never again, another untapped resource that I have never looked at, Tony. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, what you'll find on there, James, and what our viewers and listeners will find on there, it's a marketplace, as I say, for people that are selling their products. And it could just be that they want to sell off their older products because they're focusing on new projects and they're raising capital or whatever. But trust me, if you go through that site thoroughly, there's loads of niche websites that have been created from PLR products. Yeah.
Amazing. I'm going to go check that out. I might even have a few things to sell there.
Yeah, and you'll be surprised at the sort of numbers people are making on there money-wise as well. You know, they might only be selling a website for a couple $100, but they might have sold that website 50 times.
That's the thing. It's not, you're not selling the complete rights to it, are you? You can sell an option, like a franchise, if you like. Yeah.
They're not just selling the product once. They're not just selling the website once. They're selling it once, relisting it, selling it again, relisting it, and so on and so on and so on. Because, of course, there's more than one person in that niche, isn't there? Yeah.
Of course there is. Of course there is.
Right. Number 15, the final tip, if you like, of how you can use PLR, yeah? You can use PLR to build backlinks and get free traffic.
Right.
Yeah. So use PLR content as content on other people's blogs and websites, which get you backlinks, or submit them to article directories.
So blogs, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They'll create some very, in a lot of cases, high quality backlinks to your money sites. Yeah.
Wow.
That's another option.
Today's been amazing.
I've just realised I said that was the last one, and it's not the last one, James. We've still got another 4.
Was it a buy 15, get 1 free? I say you buy 1, you get 1 free.
No, buy 15, get 4 free.
4 free?
4.
Not 4 free, but 4 free.
Try saying that when you've had a couple of whiskies.
Oh.
So that was number 15. But yeah, you can use, as I say, guys, use PLR to build backlinks and get free traffic. And you can do that by submitting PLR to article directories and other free content sites, using it as guest posts on other people's websites and blogs. Yeah. Number 16, use PLR to publish your own book. And it does happen, James.
Right, okay.
Look on Amazon. Look at some of the books.
Well, I know that there's some really big names in personal development. You know, your Brian Tracy's, your Jack Canfield's, etc. And you can partner with them on a book, And again, this costs thousands. But I mean, it's literally a PLR book that they've put their name to, and you literally become the other person on the back of the cover.
Yeah.
Just
you become a joint author. You become a joint author, basically.
Joint author, yeah.
Yeah. So again, there's possibilities there. I know people that do that, and they're quite successful at doing it. But they don't just rebrand they just don't rebrand the content. They add value to it,
right,
to create a new product. But probably 80% of that is the PLR content, and another 20% they've added as additional value to create a separate, unique product, James, which is fantastic. Yeah. Number 17, we touched on this earlier. Use PLR to run your own webinar. Now, I think it's fair to say, especially on those slide decks on plr.me, which were part of the bundles, but you can, as we've already said, buy those as a separate product on their own. It wouldn't be difficult to turn one of those into a webinar and make yourself an instant expert, would it?
Oh, quite easily. Quite easily.
Quite easily done.
As long as you can read, I think you should be okay.
Yeah, and I think with 110, 115 slides, I think you'd have a good
hour, isn't it?
To fill out an hour webinar for sure. Yeah. Number 18. This guys is massive if you think about it. Translate PLR into different languages and then sell it.
And there's so many softwares out there that do that for you, Tony, isn't there?
Of course there is, yeah.
So that wouldn't be something you would necessarily need to pay somebody to do. Because look at the Spanish market, the Chinese.
I forget what the name of the YouTube channel was, James. I looked at this the other day, but there's a YouTube channel that's super successful. And the reason they're so successful, they've got millions of subscribers. But the reason they're so successful is they've got about 15 or 20 different versions of their channel in different languages.
Wow. So is it all on the one channel?
It's all separate channels.
All right.
But each channel has got millions of subscribers because it's dedicated to one language.
Oh,
so awesome. Again, viewers, listeners, digest that. That is massive. And we're all guilty of it, James. Can you imagine how much more reach we would get if we converted our show into 15 different languages?
Well, I can speak Scottish as well, but it's just obviously a difference. No, that's incredible, because if you think, as I was just saying, like the Spanish language, Spanish is used all over,
Sure.
Portuguese, not just in Portugal, but Brazil and various other places. Obviously Chinese, Mandarin Chinese is, I couldn't even like to imagine how many numbers, but if you could create a product that was really of high quality and was successful in English, then I can pretty much guarantee that you could make a ton load of money putting it into a different language, because not a lot of people do. And usually because America is obviously English speaking and it's probably one of the biggest marketplaces on the planet, everybody thinks everybody should speak English. And that's great. And I totally agree. I speak English. I don't speak anything else. However, there's loads of marketplaces untapped because of that mentality. And you could really clean up there.
Yeah, massively untapped, James. I don't think people really understand how untapped that is.
Yeah, because a lot of people think... Sorry.
That's a massive opportunity for people right there. And now we've touched on that, I think me and you should look at translating our shows to at least 5 or 6 other languages.
Well,
not difficult for us to do, because you and I both know we've got the software to do it.
We have got the software to do it. We have the power, we have the knowledge.
Yep.
Then I think that's something that we should definitely consider. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if that will translate me right enough, but it certainly will you. Incidentally, guys, if you go to Alexa, is Alexa going to show? I'm going to take off my virtual screen just now.
I could see Alexa then when you showed it, yeah.
Right, virtual background, and I'm going to go none. We have now, if you can just check now, my room has all been soundproofed for obviously our videos and our podcasts. I took Alexa, and if you say, Alexa, play those 2 IM guys podcast, and you should actually get our podcast now on Alexa, but it hates the Scottish accent. I had about 40 attempts and I hit it twice. So best of luck. Try it. Let us know how you get on.
As an Englishman, I will not comment any further on that. All I would say is, James, it's amazing what they let you do in prison cells these days, I tell you.
Very good.
Okay, guys, we've got one more valuable way that you can use PLR. It's number 19, and use it for yourself. So use it for the content on your own website, on your own blog, on your own social media channels, however you want to use it, but use it for yourself.
I would like to bring in number 20.
Go for
Actually
it.
Learn from it as well. These products are really good. If you're using good PLR, you can actually educate yourself instead of going and buying a book. If you've bought PLR and it's a good product, absorb it, use it, and obviously use it in your own world, your life, whether it's personal development or whether it is actually a product or a skill set that you can learn. So there's the whole 20. So you bought 15, you got 5 free.
That's okay. All I will say is that, honestly, guys, some golden nuggets in there. Yeah. In fact, I think what we'll do, I'll do a post on our website, James, with all those 20. We'll add your
get that number 20 in. It's a winner.
Yeah. Thanks for that contribution. 19 to 1. I don't think that's.
I'll let you do the 19, and I'll take the.
Yeah, I don't think the 19 to 1 is a fair split of the workload, do you?
Yeah, it's it's actually quite accurate, really, though, isn't it? It's that's around about that percentage.
But yeah, I think it'd be a good idea, don't you? We'll put those on our website. I'll do a post, and then you can, our viewers and listeners can then go and check those out in their own time. Yeah.
Well, here's another idea as well, Tony. If you subscribe to your channel, why don't we send them some really cool PLR that we've got access to? Subscribe to your channel, sign up, and let's lead by example. Why don't we?
Right. Do 2. I'll tell you what. We're feeling generous, James, aren't we? We'll do 2 things. Okay. We'll do what you just said. We'll give any of our viewers or listeners that subscribe to our newsletter list by going to our website, we'll give them 6 quality PLR packages. Oh. And I'll also give them access to my Design Studio app. So they'll be able to redesign all the graphics and everything using that software tool.
That's pretty incredible. That's mega value, because I've got a software that I paid a lot of money for called Designer with 2 R's. Yeah. And it's probably quite similar to what you're talking about, and it cost me a lot of money. So that's amazing.
Bear with me a second. Can I still share my screen with you?
No, but I will give you the... Yes, you can. I never took the host back.
Right, let me just share my screen with you. Oh, hold on. Right, I'm back. Okay, so this is something I wanted to show all the guys as well, how you can use PLR. So this is one of my products, Easy Social Ads. And when I launched this, James, look at what I use as a bonus.
Growing your business using social media, which is that one of those courses that we've seen, wasn't it?
This is one of the courses off plr.me. But look at the quality. Look at the quality of the graphics.
The graphics are stunning. Wow.
This product alone was worth this bonus product, what I added as a fast action bonus was worth more than what I charged for the entire product, James.
And how much was the product? This is, I've not seen this
product at launch was $27, I think.
Right, okay.
But as you can see,
is this the actual?
This is the actual product. This is actual lot of content there.
Wow. And this reminds me, some of this content reminds me of the kind of takeaway takeover, the similar quality, incredible.
Oh yeah. My graphic team are the best, James.
Is this how old's this one? Because I would like access to this. I love.
Well, I'm sure I might be able to arrange
I love
that.
graphics.
I'm sure I might be able to arrange that scene each you. But I just happened to go on that tab. I wasn't going to show that, but I just thought while we were on there, I'd show how you could use PLR. I use that as an exclusive bonus, a fast action bonus.
Yeah, you kept this one quiet because I didn't know about this one.
And again, James, it just adds value, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you've got anybody hovering over the buy button thinking that's not quite sure that the product's definitely for them, then adding those quality bonuses can just make the difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is where I wanted to be. So this is Design Studio. So we'll access Design Suite and then just launch Design Suite. This is what the guys will get access to if they subscribe.
So for our listeners from our podcast, please, in the show notes, we'll make sure that we've got a link so that you can come and see this, because I'm looking at an incredible picture right now where Tony's showing me where you drop in an image and it's giving you, it's actually setting it to LinkedIn post size.
This has got, basically, James, the software's got lots of presets. So you can either go from a blank canvas or you can use a preset.
Yeah, which is great because sometimes I've created graphics. I mean, even down to mobile web page 5. That's awesome.
So you can create a custom size and create a blank canvas, or you can go from a preset. But if you don't want to do any of that, you can just go straight to the canvas. Look how cool this is.
That's so simple. You know, there's not.
Let me just move this. So if you want a background, you can search for images.
Well, I like that multicolored one, yeah.
Yeah, we'll put that one in there. There you go.
Wow.
Now, if you want effects, you can put different effects
can do that Instagram kind of filter type thing.
Yeah, awesome. You can use this however you want. It's unlimited use, guys, as well.
Tony, I might sign up to our podcast myself, our channel.
And again, you've got shapes, so you've got different shapes here, guys.
And those are great. See if you're trying to create an offer, just bringing in like a circle and then putting in like 20% off or whatever that may be, or, you know.
You've got different graphics. Again, you can upload your own, as you can upload your own background. You can upload your own. You can choose a color by putting the X code in.
X code, yeah.
You've got different effects. You've got shapes. You've got graphics. Again, you can upload your own. You've got all these images in here, or you can search for one. So if I went for dog, it'll bring up dog images. And these are all legal ones you can use, guys, by the way. Yeah. Okay. Again, you've got icons. Hundreds and hundreds of icons.
In that software alone, I mean, you've got your Apple ones, you've got Apple Pay and all sorts there. That's amazing.
And again, James, when you've finished, you can, download to your local PC, yeah?
Right. Do you have options of downloading PDF, PNG? Is it? I don't know.
You get different options. It depends on what you're creating.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, it's a pretty good,
pretty robust, isn't it?
Good design tool, especially for free. Yeah.
Well, you don't get cheaper than free, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think we'll have any refund rates whatsoever on this.
No, I think we'd be pretty safe on that.
I think just looking at the backgrounds that you had showed, Tony, some of those backgrounds were absolutely incredible. The quality was insane, how vibrant they were, etc., etc. What a great opportunity to get something like this. Guys, if you've not gained so much, I mean, look at those. I mean, look at that one with the color. Look at all these colors, you know, load more, you know, you could probably put in like
I mean, the content that you've got access to help you create your graphic is endless, James. Yeah.
I could have quite a fun day playing with that software because I love graphics.
Let's try, I don't know, marketing. There you go. Boom.
Yeah, marketing, social media. You've got people at computer desks, digital marketing made out of Scrabble board. Yeah, this is awesome. This is and there's loads more to come. Yeah, wow. SEO.
And the other thing I'll say, James, is that we're continually developing this software as well, so it's only going to get better.
Wow.
But yeah, more than happy, as we've just said, more than happy to give our viewers and listeners access to this Design Studio software for free. And we'll also hook them up with 5 or 6 really good quality PLR products to get them started. Yeah.
Well, I think that's incredible. For the pricely sum.
To do that, guys, you need to make sure you go to our website and subscribe to our newsletter, please. Yeah. Little bit of an ethical bribe, fair to say, James. But you know something, we're not going to spam you with loads of rubbish. We're not. By now, hopefully, you know we're not those people.
No, definitely not.
We're only going to send you, you know, quality information and freebies along the way. Yeah.
Absolutely. So if you don't know what that is already, guys, then we should really be doing our job better. It's those2imguys.com. That's THOSETWOIM. I was going to go into the phonetics there. GUYS.com. I wonder if I could do it. Tango, T for Tango, H for Hotel, O for Oscar, S for Sierra, E for Echo, T for Tango, W for Whiskey, O for Oscar, I for India, M for Mike, G for Golf, U for Uniform, Y for Yankee, and S for Sierra.com.
Yeah, so hopefully that all that information and the resources we've shown, James, has been super valuable to our viewers and listeners. As I say, it's really important for me and James that you comment below the video, guys. Let us know what you're struggling with, you know, how we can help you. If you've got any questions about particular episodes of the show, because we're more than happy to help and answer your questions. Yeah.
And more to the point, if there's something that we've not discussed yet and you would like us to create a full podcast or show on that, then we can do it, because we quite like to see what's going on in your head, because I've not got as much knowledge as Tony, but I might have a little bit more knowledge than you. And I think that's really important, the fact that if we think that you know already, we might not touch on those subjects, as opposed to you saying, well, do you know, actually, I just need to learn how to set up a certain thing. Or I would like to know what's the best tool to do this job. And we can actually go in, and again, I've got to say, we're quite fanatical about softwares and tools. So between Tony and me, I think we've bought everything that ever was. And we love to kind of even do a share screen and actually show you how to work the product. It doesn't have to be just a dialogue like it has been today. So there's loads and loads of options for us going forward. And we are so flexible because we want this show to be the absolute best thing on your listening or viewing list. We want to make sure that we are giving you way more value than the time that we take off you. So please, please share with us your thoughts. We would love to know more about that.
Yeah, I can't express how I feel the same about that, James, you know, any more than you have already. Between us, we use a lot of software tools in our businesses. I develop a lot of software, as you know. Trust me, guys, there's not many people know more about WordPress than me. And I don't mean that in a boastful way. I mean that in an educational way. If you've got a WordPress question, there's a good chance, 99.9% chance that I can answer it. Or if I don't know it, my dev team will. Okay.
Well, Tony, do you know something? I think that in itself might be an opportunity for us to do a show on, obviously, WordPress and things like that, because I will tell you right now, categorically, I am hopeless with WordPress.
People get overwhelmed, James. The thing is, WordPress is super easy to use, but people get overwhelmed and they don't learn the basics first. And if you don't learn the basics, you're getting ahead of the game. You're trying to run before you can walk. And I know that's a corny phrase, but it's the truth, yeah?
Well,
so you've got to learn the basics first, and then you can start to learn about additional plugins and additional themes and adding additional functionality and everything else, yeah? But as I say, generally people tend to run before they can walk, and that's why they hit problems with WordPress, because you've got to do that in reverse. You've got to learn all the basics first.
So many people get overwhelmed with plugins. And I mean, I can remember I bought one, which was a website creator plugin. Now, I plugged it in and I'd done everything that was supposed to be done. But even when things didn't look right, you had to actually know what to do with WordPress to make it look right. So it was a bit of a, that was a great product, but sadly not so.
Yeah, in one way, WordPress is a victim of its own success. And that's one of the reasons why people get overwhelmed, because there's so many plugins out there. There's so many themes. There's so many page builders. I mean, before the call, we were chatting about Elementor or an optimized press, etc., etc. That's just two. But we could probably, between us right now, roll off 20 page builders.
Yeah.
How is a new person, a newbie, or someone new to WordPress supposed to choose what's the best page builder for them?
Yeah. Because, I mean, the big ones are... like...
The good news is it doesn't have to be daunting, guys, because we're here to help and answer your questions, yeah?
Awesome.
That's why, James, I just want to make it clear to our viewers and listeners, that's why their comments below the videos are super important for us. That's how this episode came about today, because 2 or 3 people asked after we did the affiliate marketing episode for us to expand on PLR, and that's how this episode today came about, yeah.
And I'm so glad they did, Tony, because to be honest, I've learned so much today personally, and I knew quite a bit about PLR. I'm not saying I was an expert, but I've used it. I've been buying it. I've bought it as PLR. I've bought it as a customer of somebody who bought PLR. I've been doing it for a long time. So I thought I knew quite a lot, but today has just absolutely been mind-blowing. And some of those golden nuggets within those 20 questions, you know, were incredible. The 20 ways to use it was awesome. But to find, first of all, to realise that Urban PLR I actually had and forgot about was great to know that I've got another resource I forgot all about. And we do that sometimes, guys. Tony is an expert in all this stuff, and see, sometimes if you go and look at your purchase history, it will blow you away with some of the stuff that you've got and you haven't actually used, or you didn't need it at the time. It will blow you away that you've got stuff. But remember that everything that you've bought in the past, I'm not saying everything will work, but there'll be some tools there that you can use, especially now this has opened your mind. But I'm delighted that we had this conversation, because now I believe I've maybe potentially coaxed Tony into a WordPress.
I'm sure we can arrange that, James, at some point. Yeah, if our viewers and listeners would like an episode purely on WordPress, then leave a comment below the video. That's what we need.
Absolutely,
because we need to know people are interested in hearing about that topic. Yeah,
absolutely.
But I think hopefully our viewers and listeners today have found value in this particular episode on PLR, James. Because it is very valuable, and using the right way, it can be very powerful in your business as well.
I think this has probably been one of our longest shows.
Right.
However, I feel it felt as if it was one of our fastest shows, because it's been so interesting for me, and I hope the viewers and listeners have felt the same, because in my opinion, I have found this incredible, absolutely gold.
James, and you know me, I love sharing knowledge with people that are less experienced, because I want to I want to save them having to go through those curves and bumps in the road that we've had to go through, because nobody was teaching us this stuff. Yeah, we're self-taught, aren't we? You know.
Well, I'll be honest with you, you're more self-taught than me. I have learned so much from you over the last year of our kind of friendship, and if I don't mind saying so, mentorship as well. You know, whether you think of yourself as one of my mentors or not, I can tell you, you most definitely are.
Well, I didn't, but I appreciate the kind words. I really do. And that's flattering coming from yourself, because I respect you a lot, mate. You know that.
Oh,
but yeah, again, hope this episode has been really valuable for people, and it shows them the possibilities of using PLR in their business, because it's huge. The
massive.
only limitation is your imagination. Remember that, guys, because it's a true statement. Yeah.
And guys, another thing about this, as you'll probably notice, we're not here promoting tons and tons of products. And again, it would be foolish or disingenuous to say that if we have an affiliate link for a product, if you're thinking about buying it, it would be wrong of us not to share with you our affiliate link, because ultimately that's how business is done online, but it's not our main goal. And I would like to say to these guys that Tony is in a position that he wouldn't like to probably me to share, but he's in a far better financial position than I am, and he is doing this for a labour of love. Okay, there's very, very few financial benefits, very, very little financial benefits for Tony to be involved in this at all. But he wants to get knowledge out there to share with you, the viewers and the listeners. And I'm so appreciative of that, because I learn every single episode that we have. And usually I learn a lot before we actually do it, because we talk about the show before we come on. We don't just want to come on here and ramble needlessly, you know. And as I say, I'm so grateful that Tony's given of his time to do this, because he's living quite a fun life now, you know, kind of sitting there in his holiday home, you know, while I'm here in my office at home with my dogs barking in the background and my kids running out, coming into school, and it's just incredible.
James, I think it's fair to say, in life and in business, you know, both of those things, you can't just take all the time. You've got to give back. And the thing is, I'm fortunate. I love what I do. So, and I actually love helping people, and as I know you do yourself.
Absolutely.
So, if we can save people time, money, our show is doing its job, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's why the comments below the videos, guys, I'll reiterate, super important, because we want to deliver the right content to you. We want you to be interested in what we've got to say. And that's obviously going to be a lot, James, to the viewers and the listeners, because we want to know what topics they want us to discuss. Yeah.
Sure. And please share the channel, share your views and feedback, and get other people here as well, because we're going to continually do this as long as it's valuable to our listeners and our viewers. If we get to the stage where we don't get those that kind of replies and feedback, then we might think that it's just not worthwhile, and maybe nobody's getting any value. So if you don't use it, you will lose it. And we're not trying to hold you over a barrel, but we need to know that you're feeling benefit, because if we're not motivated to deliver you more value, then there's no point in doing it. And on a fun fact, Tony started the conversation today about my ridiculously wild shirt. Okay, this is my holiday shirt, and I'm going to kind of hopefully give you a valuable lesson. Today, I should have been going with my family to Florida for 2 weeks vacation, and we were hugely looking forward to it. But due to COVID, the restrictions of flying and things from the UK still to the States is quite a challenge, you know. So I thought I would wear this just as testament that you can adapt and overcome. It is my holiday day that I should be going on holiday. My wife had weeks of holiday booked, and she's now sitting in the living room or reading a book or having a cup of tea or doing what she's doing. But I'm here still working, but I'm okay with that. But what we have done is we have planned 2 UK breaks. So we're off to Blackpool for the September weekend, which is next Friday, for 4 days, and then A couple of weeks later, we're off to Alton Towers, which is a huge theme park in London, in Stoke-on-Trent, should I say? I was going to say London there, and they have got a Halloween Scarefest event going on. So we've still been able to give our kids some great fun. There's a theme park in Blackpool. There's a theme park in Alton Towers. Alton Towers is a theme park, should I say? And they're still getting opportunities to have fun over this period. So sometimes when life gives you lemons, all you got to do is squeeze them and make lemonade.
Yeah, that's still no excuse to wear a shirt like that, James.
It's fine. It's
no. All I'm going to say to our podcast listeners is that you'll be very grateful that you're listening and not watching.
Adjust your eyes, people.
Anyway, thoroughly enjoyed today, James. I really hope it's been informative for our audience, and yeah, look forward to the next episode.
I'm sure they'll have absolutely loved it. And if they kind of tuned out because they weren't into PLR, then they made the hugest mistake of their life, because it's been an incredible episode. So as I say, I'm so grateful for those who stayed to the end. I know that you've got some incredible nuggets. And all I need you to do is one thing now. Comment below. And second, I'm going to give you a buy one, get one free on that. Take action. Okay? Tony's given you the holy grail here in PLR. There's PLR stuff you can grab for free. If you sign up to our mailing list on our channel, you're going to get free stuff from Tony and an incredible software. So visit those2imguys.com and subscribe to our newsletter, and we'll send you stuff. We won't be spamming you all the time. If you don't hear from us for a long time, it's for a reason. We're not going to be giving you stuff just for the sake of it. We're only going to be contacting you when we've got something valuable to share.
Yeah, we're not about spamming, James. That's the total opposite about what we're about. We want people on our mailing list so we can communicate with you, and send you the information you want to be reading, and also make sure that we send you some free gifts along the way as well.
Absolutely.
Valuable free gifts, and I add.
Valuable. Tony, everything you do is valuable.
I don't do crappy ebooks, James. If I'm going to give something for free, I give something of value. Recently, my own list, as you know, I've got a hosting business.
Yes.
But recently, I gave free unlimited hosting to anybody on my mailing list.
Wow, that's crazy, because I've not seen anything less than the quality hosting, and I know the hosting that you use because it's the hosting I use, and that costs me an awful lot of money a year. If you're dealing with them on an individual basis, you're at least $100 to $200 a year for just your own account.
The hosting that I was offering is exactly the same hosting that I run my entire business on, James. So that should tell people about the quality, because I wouldn't use it myself if it wasn't the best. Yeah.
Well, I've been using the same platform for 2 years.
Yeah, I know you like it as well.
Incredible.
Yeah. The
support is amazing. If I don't know anything, see, like we're talking about WordPress, I'm like, support, I don't know how to do this. That's okay. We'll do it for you. Give us a link here. Boom. Ta-da! They're amazing. Absolutely amazing. Tony, thank you so much for an incredible episode. Thank you to our listeners and our viewers for watching. It's been an amazing episode, and I'm so delighted that you stayed with us on this behemoth lesson. But this is not something that we could have crammed into 30 or 40 minutes.
Definitely not.
We've gave you the, what is it? We gave you the farm. Is that what they say in America?
Yeah,
gave the farm like on this one, without a doubt. So thanks again, Tony. Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. Take care, guys.
My pleasure, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye for now.